very much once again, folks, for joining me. Saj Sadek here, bringing you the latest update in the world of cricket. I was at Edgbaston yesterday for the World Championship of Legends matches, Australia versus England and India versus Pakistan. Now, I must admit, I wasn't sure how successful these matches would be. And I'd heard that it was an 18,000 sellout at Edgbaston for the India versus Pakistan match. And again, I wasn't sure how successful it would be, how the crowd would, take these matches and whether they would be a success. Now, first and foremost, absolutely amazing atmosphere at Edgbaston. It was almost like it was India versus Pakistan of old, the likes of Tendulkar versus some of the great Pakistani pacers, Shoaib Akhtar, Wasim Akram, Waqar Younis. It was almost like those guys were playing. Such was the atmosphere. I mean, I got there bright and early at about 10:30 because I had a couple of things to do before the match. And even then, I could see Indian fans and Pakistani fans, having a bit of a sing-song outside the ground, buying their souvenirs and buying their shirts and hats and scarves and all sorts. And the atmosphere was already building, and that was, 6, 7 hours ahead of the game as well. So India versus Pakistan, you just cannot beat it. My first India versus Pakistan match was in Sharjah in 1991. That series where Akib Javed took the hat-trick in the final. And, I beat quite a few India versus Pakistan matches, and they are special occasions. And there's nothing in the world of cricket. I know the Ashes is sort of, how can I put it, hyped up. And it's a big occasion, the Ashes. But for me, India versus Pakistan is just on a different level. But as I say, these are legends. These are former players, some of them not massive names. And I was a little unsure as to how the atmosphere would be and whether the fans would take to it. But, absolutely incredible atmosphere, incredible support for both teams. And, it just showed the love of Pakistan-India matches, their fans, and how much they adore some of these great cricketers. And, when you've got the likes of Shahid Afridi, Yunus Khan, Misbah ul Haq, these guys playing. And on the opposition, you had the likes of Harbhajan Singh, Yuvraj Singh, and Suresh Raina. So some big names, some big former players. And, the support that these guys got, the adulation that they still get. And I spoke about getting there nice and early and the fans were there. Well, I can tell you that after Yunus Khan's press conference, the teams must have left at least about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even longer after the match finished. And there were still hundreds of fans outside Edgbaston Stadium just waiting to catch a glimpse of some of their heroes. And as I say, that is the level of support. That is the level of energy that these matches, India versus Pakistan, bring. And as I say, there's absolutely nothing like it. And it's sad. I know there's political reasons why India and Pakistan can't play, but even Yunus Khan at this press conference said yesterday that he'd love to see more India versus Pakistan matches. And, I echo his sentiments as well. Few interesting things that I spotted at the stadium. First of all, Shaheen Shah Afridi was there, obviously there to support his father-in-law, who got a golden duck. But he bowled well, though, did Shahid Afridi. So, we can't just criticise his all-round performance. He bowled well, but the batting flopped. So Shaheen Shah Afridi was there with his wife, as I say, supporting and backing his father-in-law. Met Shaheen for a short while he was posing for a few pictures. And what interested me was how many Indian fans were approaching him for pictures, for selfies, for autographs. So he's not only a big star with Pakistani cricket fans, but I think the Indian fans and fans from all over the world respect him as a cricketer and as a cricketing icon now, I think. As I say, the crowds, you can play India versus Pakistan anywhere in the world. And whether it's current players, former players, legends, whatever, you will get full houses. And this is why the cricket boards, Cricket Australia, keep making noises about wanting to host India versus Pakistan. ECB are interested. The UAE is keen to host India versus Pakistan matches. This is why so many boards around the world want to have these India versus Pakistan matches on their soil. Revenue, interest, packed stadiums. There's just simply nothing quite like it. And the atmosphere at Edgbaston yesterday was absolutely electric. No sign of trouble between the fans. You know, the national anthems were observed with full of respect. No issues amongst the fans, no trouble, no fighting. And, you know, Indian Pakistani fans sat side by side. In fact, I saw quite a few groups of fans, Indian and Pakistani fans, posing for pictures together. And as I say, a great occasion. And it was wonderful to see, really. Um, I think this Legends tournament, this World Championship of Legends, is an interesting format, really. I think it's something that could grow. I was speaking to one of the organisers, and he was suggesting that they want to grow the tournament to play in different parts of the world, and also to invite other teams. So at the moment, obviously, you've got a handful of teams: West Indies, South Africa, England, Australia, India, Pakistan. But you know, they're looking at possibly the likes of Bangladesh and maybe even the likes of New Zealand and a rest of the world 11 possibly as well. So I think the idea is a fantastic one because these guys, some of the guys who I've mentioned previously, like Yuvraj, Harbhajan, Raina, Shahid Afridi, Misbah, Yunus Khan, these guys are never forgotten by their respective fans. So even Indian fans love the likes of Shahid Afridi, and Pakistani fans have a lot of respect for the likes of Harbhajan and Yuvraj Singh. So that adulation, that you know, that love for these cricketers and respect for these cricketers is always going to be there. And these Legends tournaments, these competitions are a fantastic idea, and I think it's something that could grow and expand around the world. So it could be a regular thing, which I think only benefits cricket overall, because sometimes, let's be honest, you get sick of seeing the current players, don't you? And what also helps is Pakistan winning, of course. Um, Yunus Khan. I want to chat about Yunus Khan because I remember being at the 2009 T20 World Cup press conference after Pakistan had won Lords. Great occasion, of course, and Yunus came in, draped in the Pakistan flag. I can still picture him now. 15 years on, he was sat in front of me at the press conference after the game yesterday. And I looked at him, and he was just a few feet in front of me. He looked around, he waved and smiled at everyone. The guy looks younger now than he did in 2009. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what his diet is, what his training regime is. I don't know what he's eating and what he's drinking, but I think we all need some of it because he just looked fantastic. And you know what? Not an ounce of fat on the guy. In the field, he was diving around, he took a catch, he was lean, he was fit, he was athletic, and he's 46-year-old. If guys half his age can't be as fit as him or anywhere close to being as fit as him, then those guys should be nowhere near the international cricket team. All about discipline, all about what you want, all about passion as well. And as I say, Yunus just looked absolutely amazing. But he wasn't the only one. You know, some of the other guys, even the likes of Sohail Khan, looked fitter now than when he played for Pakistan. And they were all like diving around, giving their all in the field, and great to see, really. The match was taken seriously. I thought it'd be one of those, you know, those benefit matches where, you know, it's just there to raise a bit of money and, you know, have a bit of a laugh. And, you know, off we go to the local restaurant after the meal and, you know, we all have a good time. But this match was, India versus Pakistan, was played seriously. And in fact, when there were fielding errors on the Pakistan side, when there were drop catches, you could see some of the players and the bowlers not very happy with their teammates and saying to them, you know, what the hell are you doing? Well, you should have stopped that, or you should have caught that, or, you know, when they were batting, if there was a close run out, they were having a quick word with each other about, like, come on, sort your running between the wickets out. So it was taken seriously. Obviously, these guys aren't at their peak now and they're not as fit as they once were, but you know, it wasn't one of those messing around exhibition matches, as I say. So well done to the guys. Ajay Devgan. Now he's the brand ambassador for this tournament, and just saw him sort of walk on the field and meet all the players, etc. But seemed to be a good friend of Shai Fidi's there. They were having a good long chat before the anthems, and then after when he was meeting all the players, shaking their hands. He was very, very friendly with Shai Fidi. So who knows? We might see Lala starring in an Ajay Devgan Bollywood special. Let's see. Maybe that was the chat. Maybe he was saying to Shai Fidi, "Are you available to star in one of my films?" And there's possibly a deal going on there. Let's wait and see. Um, as I said, the pride in the performance of the players. You could see the Indian players when they were losing, when they were getting out, they were upset. And Yusuf Pathan, when he was run out as well, I think he didn't face the ball, and he was not too happy with his batting partner. As I say, it was taken very, very seriously, which is great because the fans have paid money. They want to see these guys give their all, and let's be fair to them. Absolutely every single one of them went out there and gave absolutely everything. Um, One thing I noticed about this Pakistan team compared to the current look, there's a lot of comparison going on at the moment between the current Pakistan team and this Legends team. Look, I'm not into that business of comparing the two teams because these guys are mostly retired cricketers. They've given their all for Pakistan over the years. The current team are athletes, they're current cricketers. So don't even get into that, or this is revenge for Pakistan for the T20 World Cup defeat and blah, blah, blah. That's nonsense. This is an exhibition match. It's an exhibition tournament. So it should be taken that way. It should be taken lightly by fans. It's not a case of, oh, we've got our retribution, we've got our revenge. That's, as I say, that's absolute rubbish. But one thing I noticed about the Pakistan team was that confidence. They have an aura about them. When they walk on that field, they know that this is our field, this is our domain. We're gladiators in this theatre. The fans are here to see us. There's no pressure. There's no pressure of 18,000 fans at the stadium. We've beaten India before. We can do it again. It's that whole, that confidence, giving those vibes off, that body language that these guys were giving the Pakistani players because they know they've beaten India is a complete opposite of the current players who, seen in recent times, they get on the field with India and that body language is just really bad. And it's almost like, well, we're here, we're on the field, but we're not sure whether we deserve to be on the field with you. And we're not sure how we're going to compete against you guys. So unfortunately, I think the current Pakistan team, a lot of the time, when they step on that field, mentally, they've already lost the game. But as I say, these guys like Afridi and Misbah and Yunus Khan, these guys, their body language is totally different. And I think that's something that our current guys can learn from these players. In terms of the tournament itself, obviously Pakistan are top of the table at the moment. As things stand, they're looking good for the final. They've probably got the strongest team on paper. The one thing I would change about this tournament is that you've got the likes of Shajil Khan and Amir Yamin and Shoaib Malik and one or two others who are still playing domestic cricket in Pakistan. They are available for first-class cricket and various other leagues. If you're going to have a Legends tournament like this, I would have it as a former players only. So guys who have actually retired, who are not available for domestic cricket or international cricket, those are the guys who should be playing in this tournament. You look at some of the teams, and yeah, most of their players are not playing first-class cricket or are available for domestic cricket. But Pakistan, I mean, they're not bending the rules, but they've got some players in there who are a level above their opponents, which makes it slightly unfair, I think. But overall, as I said, it's a fantastic idea. It can grow, and India versus Pakistan, as I said at the start of this chat, is just something special. No matter where it's played, when it's played, it's always a special occasion. And the World Championship of Legends match at Edgbaston, the group match, was no different. It was a special occasion. It was a brilliant occasion. And who knows, we might see India versus Pakistan in the final next Saturday as well. Take care, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Look out for the next video coming up soon. Thank you.